Priority number one, we get children back to school and protect the environment so they can learn and everyone is safe.
Hours after being sworn in as New York's 57th governor, Kathy Hochul says she will require COVID vaccinations for all school staff or weekly testing. Good afternoon. I'm Doug Emblidge.
And I'm Jenny Ryan. Governor Hochul's vaccine mandate comes just 2 weeks before the start of school, and she promised more COVID policies are coming.
I'm ready to get to work as your governor.
Governor Hochul's first order of business is taking on the Delta variant in order to bring kids back to school.
We need to require vaccinations for all school personnel with an option to test out weekly, at least for now.
There's not a lot of time. With 2 weeks to go before school starts, the governor announcing a back-to-school testing program, making COVID tests available to anyone entering schools.
I'm also immediately directing the Department of Health to institute universal masking for anyone entering our schools.
And that's not all. The governor promised more concise and consistent school COVID policies would be coming later this week, something the Cuomo administration was criticized for by some. Others celebrated fewer state restrictions and guidelines, but that no longer appears to be the case.
Too many are yet not vaccinated, putting themselves and their communities at risk. With the FDA's full approval of the Pfizer vaccine yesterday, New Yorkers can expect new vaccine requirements, and more on that soon.
As you just heard, we will be hearing a lot more about Governor Hochul's plans to fight the Delta variant in the coming days and weeks. Another top priority, expediting COVID assistance to New Yorkers, especially rent relief. The governor said the state is now in the hiring process to help with that.
In politics long dominated by 3 men in a room, New York's first woman governor making history and setting the stage for other changes from the top down.
13 Wham's Jane Flash caught up with 3 of Rochester's leaders who are already doing the same. Jane?
Well, Kathy Hochul is the first woman governor in the 244 years that New York has been a state. And those who've already broken their own glass ceiling say it's something both to celebrate and to contemplate.
It is here in the center of campus that we make today's truly historic announcement.
The presidents of Hobart and William Smith Colleges and SUNY Brockport, the mayor of Fairport, accomplished women sharing the title of firsts for breaking their own glass ceiling.
I'm the first female mayor in the village of Fairport. It took a long time for it to happen, but it finally happened. I'm thrilled and excited that I can say we have a woman or a female governor in our state.
Kathy Hochul once stood at the house where Susan B. Anthony was arrested for championing the rights of women to vote. Now she's being called to lead, bringing hope at a troubled time.
I think that's always the wonderful thing when another barrier is broken, whether it's a gender barrier or another type of barrier, it makes it clearer to other people what can be done.
Women who have come before welcome another role model while noting the breakthroughs remain an exception to the rule. There have been just 45 women governors in all of U.S. history.
It will continue to be said so long as it has to be said, and then it won't be said anymore. So we look forward to that moment as well.
The new governor's style is a stark contrast to her predecessor and helps to topple one of the last bastions of Albany politics, deals cut and decisions made largely by the governor and the leaders of the Assembly and Senate, long known as 3 men in a room.
It's no longer 3 men in the room. It's a white woman, a black woman, and a black man, and how different that is. They, as a group, will see things differently than the way we've always done business in this state.
And we've already heard Hochul promises to bring a culture shift to the governor's office, that an investigation found sexually harassed 11 women. She also plans to run for election and seek a full term next year.
None of us want a rerun of last year's horrors with COVID-19. Therefore, we will take proactive steps to prevent that from happening.
Calling for a vaccine mandate and universal masking.
Less than 24 hours after taking office, Governor Kathy Hochul is already making her stance known on how schools should reopen this fall.
But her plan has some school districts and parents scrambling.
I think things are ever changing, and it is hard to tell what's going to happen from one week to the next.
The timing of these changes are a challenge. School starts in 2 weeks. Good evening. I'm Doug Embledge.
And I'm Jenny Ryan. Governor Hochul said her #1 priority is getting kids back in school. And she is promising clear and concise guidance sometime this week.
As 13 WHAM's Tyler Brown reports, some district leaders are frustrated. Their reopening plans are already in place.
Doug, Jenny, this announcement comes as school districts spent weeks trying to finalize their reopening plans, and now they must wait yet again for more state guidance. In a packed meeting tonight, the Greece School Board was planning to adopt the district's long-awaited reopening plan. That plan already included a mask mandate that the district would reevaluate every 10 weeks. But the governor's plan puts that all into question. Superintendent Kathleen Groutman told the board that it puts them and many districts in a tough spot.
That is frustrating only because here you see a completed opening plan that we've tried to think through every detail, and now the state may issue something else later this week, and I don't know how those two things align.
The governor also says she will work with different levels of government to require all school staff to either get vaccinated or get tested weekly. The Greece district says 80% of its staff is vaccinated so far. Greece mom of 4 Megan Farah believes both mandates are unfair.
Everyone, even everyone in your household, is different and require different things. It's not fair. It should be a choice.
While Fairport mom Megan Storm believes the mandates are a step in the right direction.
Any regulation that goes into place that gets more people and more of our population vaccinated does give me more peace of mind than I have as it stands now.
Governor Hochul says even more state policies for school districts are expected to come sometime later in the week.